Ayo, what is poppin' crossers? In today's video, I'll be taking a look at all the brand new bugs, fish, and deep sea creatures for the month of October for the Southern Hemisphere. So let's get right into it. So with the brand new month in Animal Crossing New Horizons, we can expect a lot of brand new bugs, fish, and sea creatures. In today's video, I'll be talking about all the brand new bugs, fish, and sea creatures that are coming in the month of October, as well as the ones that will be leaving at the end of the month. If you are from the Northern Hemisphere and you want an in-depth guide for all the brand new bugs, fish, and sea creatures for the Northern Hemisphere, there will be a link down below. And if you do want to stay up to date with all the brand new bugs, fish, and sea creatures every month, I do post these guides monthly, so hit that subscribe button. So to start off, I'll talk about the fish that are leaving at the end of the month of October. If I'm going too fast for your liking at any point in the video, all this stuff that I'm talking about will be on the screen. So yeah, there's only 3 fish leaving at the end of the month of October, that being the dab, tuna, and the blue marlin. You might have a hard time catching the tuna or the blue marlin on your island since that's available only at the pier, which is the dock on your island. But if you do enough fishing, you should be able to catch these in no time. And next up, we have only one bug leaving at the end of the month of October, and that is a tarantula. This one sells for 8,000 bells at the next cranny. This one can be found running around the ground on your island, and this one is available from 7 PM to 4 AM on your island. And next up for sea creatures, there's only 3 of them that are leaving at the end of the month, and that being the snow crab, spider crab, and the sea cucumber. The sea cucumber should be relatively easy to get. Snow crab should also be pretty easy to get if you're doing a lot of swimming. And then the spider crab might take you a lot of time before you actually catch it. But yeah, there's all the bugs, fish, and sea creatures leaving at the end of the month. If you don't have these yet, I would suggest getting them as soon as possible since they won't be coming around for a good while. So next up, I'll be talking about all the brand new fish this month. There's quite a few fish actually, so starting off we have the killifish. This one sells for 300 bells at the next cranny. This one can be found on the pond on your island, and the shadow size for this is tiny and is available all day on your island. And next up we have the crawfish, which sells for 200 bells at the next cranny. Also is found at the pond on your island. The shadow size for this is a small, and this one is available all day on your island. And next up we have the snapping turtle. This one sells for 5,000 bells at the next cranny. This one can be found at the river on your island. The shadow size for this is a large, and this one is available from 9 PM to 4 AM on your island. And next up we have the guppy, which sells for 1,300 bells at the next cranny. Shadow size for this is a tiny, and this one is available from the river on your island from 9 AM to 4 PM. And next up we have the Nyan Tetra, which sells for 500 bells at the next cranny. This one is also found at the river on your island, also has a tiny shadow size, and is also available from 9 AM to 4 PM on your island. And next up we have the seahorse. This one can be found around your island at the sea. This one sells for 1,100 bells at the next cranny, also has a tiny shadow size, and is available all day on your island. Next up we have the clownfish, which sells for 650 bells at the next cranny. This one can also be found at the sea and also has a tiny shadow size, and is also available all day around your island. And next up we have the surgeonfish, which sells for 1,000 bells at the next cranny. This one can also be available at the sea on your island and has a small shadow size, and is also available all day on your island. And next up we have the butterfly fish, which sells for 1,000 bells at the next cranny. This one can be found at the sea on your island, and it has a small shadow size and is available all day on your island. And finally we have the zebra turkey fish, which sells for 500 bells at the next cranny. It is also available from the sea on your island, and the shadow size for this is medium to small and is available all day around your island. And that's it for all the brand new fish this month. All of them should be relatively easy to get. And next up we have all the brand new bugs this month. There's actually quite a few. So starting off we have the common blue bottle, which sells for 300 bells at the next cranny. This one can be found flying around your island and is available from 4 AM to 7 PM around your island. And next up we have the egregious butterfly, which sells for 3,000 bells at the next cranny. This one can be found flying around your island and is available 8 AM to 5 PM around your island. And next up we have the Raja Brooks birdwing, which sells for 2,500 bells at the next cranny. This one can be found flying around your island and is available from 8 AM to 5 PM on your island. And next up we have the Atlas moth, which sells for 3,000 bells at the next cranny. This one can be found still on trees, so stationary on trees. It should be on the side of the tree, and if you approach it, it will fly away, so be careful with this one. And this one is available from 7 PM to 4 AM around your island. And next up we have the Madagascan sunset moth, which sells for 2,500 bells at the next cranny. This one is available flying around your island and is available from 8 AM to 4 PM on your island. And next up we have the long locust, which sells for 200 bells at the next cranny. This one can be found hopping around the ground on your island and is available from 8 AM to 7 PM on your island. Next up we have the darn dragonfly, which sells for 230 bells at the next cranny. This one can be found flying around your island and is available from 8 AM to 5 PM on your island. And next up we have the giant water bug, which sells for 2,000 bells at the next cranny. This one can be found on fresh water around your island, so any kind of water source you should be able to find this guy on top of it. And this one is available from 7 PM to 8 AM on your island. And next up we have the jewel beetle, which sells for 2,400 bells at the next cranny. This one can be found on tree stumps after you chop down a tree, so the stump that it leaves, this one should be on top of it. And this one can be available all day on your island. And finally we have the flea, and this one can sell for 70 bells at the next cranny. You can find this one on top of villagers' heads, so villagers will be scratching their head and there should be something popping off their head. And if you talk to them, they're going to say that something's been itching them. You can simply just hit them with a net on their head, and then you should be able to catch the flea off their head. And this one is available all day around your island. That's it for all the brand new bugs this month. All of these should be relatively easy to get. A lot of really awesome bugs this month. Personally for me, I do like the egregious butterfly quite a lot. The colors on it look really awesome. And next up, we have 2 new sea creatures this month. So we have the lobster and the sea pineapple. Here we have the lobster, so this one sells for 4,500 bells at the next cranny. Shot size for this is a large, and the swimming pattern for this is quick, and the time for this is all day around your island. And next up, we have the sea pineapple. This one sells for 1,500 bells at the next cranny. Shot size for this is a small, and this one has a quick swimming pattern, and this one is available all day on your island. If you are lucky enough, you actually might be able to sell this one for more, because sometimes I heard there's a sponge that can be found inside of this sea pineapple. Obviously, I'm just kidding, but I hope you guys get that reference. But yeah, that's it for all the brand new bugs, fish, and sea creatures this month. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe if you're new here. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.